What if your morning commute never had traffic jams, your government worked faster than Amazon delivery, and your city literally thought for itself? Sounds impossible? Well, 600 million people are already living this reality. These are the 10 cities that cracked the code to the future, and number 1 will make you want to pack your bags tonight. Number 10, Tokyo, Japan. What if your city could predict earthquakes 30 seconds before they hit? That's just Tuesday in Tokyo. AI manages traffic flow for 14 million daily commuters with 99.9% on-time rates, while robots check you into hotels and serve your coffee. The city's smart grid automatically shifts power during peak hours, and earthquake sensors give residents crucial early warnings through their phones. Even the public bathrooms analyze air quality and adjust lighting based on usage. With over 50,000 sensors collecting data 24/7, Tokyo doesn't just run efficiently, it thinks 3 steps ahead, making it feel like you're living inside a perfectly orchestrated machine that somehow still feels human. But Tokyo's 50,000 sensors are impressive until you see what happens when a city treats every decision as a climate calculation. Number 9. Oslo, Norway. Imagine opening your city's budget and seeing exactly how every project impacts the climate. That's Oslo. From zero-emission construction equipment to smart sensors in public buildings optimizing heating and energy, this city treats sustainability as a daily habit. Public transport is 95% clean energy powered, cutting greenhouse gas emissions by 30% since 2009. Streets are quieter, the air is cleaner, and residents notice lower energy costs. Even city planning is citizen-friendly, with digital dashboards tracking climate goals and progress in real time. The combination of accountability, innovation, and everyday tech turns Oslo into a small powerhouse that proves environmental ambition can coexist with convenience. For both locals and visitors, the city feels calmer, smarter, and surprisingly futuristic, without losing its human touch. Oslo's climate dashboards are amazing, yet what if your city could monitor not just energy, but every corner of daily life? Number 8, Barcelona, Spain. What if your entire city were one giant nervous system? Barcelona has over 20,000 smart sensors monitoring everything from noise levels to parking availability to when trash bins need emptying and they talk to each other. Smart water meters cut consumption by 42%, while the city's digital twin tests every urban change before implementation. Residents use apps to report issues that get fixed within 2 hours, and smart bus stops adjust routes based on real-time demand. Even tourists notice the difference. Streets that seem to clean themselves, traffic lights that flow perfectly, and public spaces that anticipate exactly what you need. It's like living inside a city that's constantly thinking, adapting, and optimizing itself around you. Barcelona has 20,000 sensors making streets almost think for themselves, but some cities take digital twins to the next level. Number 7, Singapore. Wouldn't it be awesome if we could test an entire city inside a computer before building anything? No, it's not a mobile game concept. That's reality here. Virtual Singapore collects and analyzes over 1 billion data points daily, letting planners simulate traffic flow, flood defenses, and building layouts before a single brick is laid. Streetlights double as sensors, tracking air quality, noise, and congestion, while the Smart Nation 2.0 program ensures digital services reach everyone, even older residents. From predictive healthcare to facial recognition payments, technology is woven into daily life, making errands faster and city living smoother. With 95% of government services online and traffic delays cut by 20% through adaptive signals, Singapore is more than just a futuristic concept. It's a real-world example of how integrated technology can save time, reduce stress, and keep a bustling city running seamlessly. Virtual Singapore lets planners simulate a city before it exists. Now picture a place where government services feel instant. Number 6, Dubai, UAE. What if you never had to fill out a government form on paper again? That's Dubai. In 2024, the city went fully paperless, with the Digital Dubai platform handling everything from paying bills to booking doctors in a single app. Robotic police officers, AI traffic control, and happiness meters track and manage city life from a central command center. Over 1.5 billion government transactions were completed digitally in just 1 year, saving residents roughly 14 million hours of administrative hassle. Even simple tasks, like renewing permits or paying fines, happen instantly online. With such integration, Dubai feels less like a traditional city and more like a living digital ecosystem, where tech doesn't just impress, it actively makes life faster, safer, and surprisingly efficient for both locals and tourists. Dubai's paperless system saves millions of hours, yet some cities share their data openly with hundreds of app developers to make life smoother. Number 5, London, UK. Ever wondered how a city of millions keeps transport running smoothly? In London, over 700 apps rely on open data from Transport for London, helping locals and tourists navigate effortlessly. Driverless car trials, connected buses, and smart streetlights are just the start. Energy-efficient council buildings and air quality monitors in schools make the city greener too. Contactless payments are now standard at 90% of tube stations, while apps built on public data generate £130 million in annual value. From flood management along the Thames to smart borough initiatives, London blends history with high-tech solutions. The result? A city that feels alive, responsive, and surprisingly personal, where tech quietly enhances everyday life rather than dominating it. London makes millions navigate seamlessly, but what if the traffic lights could almost drive themselves? Number 4, New York City, USA. What if traffic lights could think for themselves? In New York, they almost do. AI-powered sensors monitor real-time road usage, adjusting signals to reduce congestion. Open Streets closes roads strategically for pedestrians, informed by data, while Link NYC kiosks offer free Wi-Fi, maps, and charging stations across all 5 boroughs. Over 14,000 sensors track traffic, air quality, and waste, helping planners respond instantly. Travel times on key routes dropped by 10%, and more than 15 million people used public Wi-Fi last year alone. With technology tackling everyday challenges, New York proves that even the world's busiest city can feel manageable, smart, and connected, turning classic urban chaos into a surprisingly smooth experience for both locals and visitors. AI traffic in New York is clever, but what if the city were redesigned so you barely needed traffic lights at all? Number 3, Paris, France. More than 80% of people know Paris for the Eiffel Tower, but the city is quietly transforming everyday life with its 15-minute city plan. Residents can now reach schools, parks, shops, and clinics within a short walk or bike ride, cutting both traffic and pollution. Ahead of the 2024 Olympics, protected bike lanes and smart mobility services expanded citywide, while energy dashboards track emissions at the district level. Cycling has surged over 60% since 2019, and more than 50 neighborhoods meet 15-minute city goals. From walkable streets to digitally informed urban planning, Paris proves that even a centuries-old city can embrace technology to make life greener, faster, and far more convenient, giving locals and visitors alike a surprisingly modern experience beyond the iconic landmarks. Paris's 15-minute city plan makes life walkable, but some cities optimize what actually moves through their streets. Number 2, Amsterdam, Netherlands. Imagine delivery boats quietly replacing trucks in canals, cutting congestion while moving 60% more cargo with 40% fewer vehicles. That's Amsterdam. The city's open data platform shares over 900 datasets, letting residents, startups, and researchers co-create solutions for mobility, energy, and urban planning. Dedicated innovation zones test everything from low-emission routes to circular building materials, while street sensors track usage, helping redesign public space for bikes, pedestrians, and social life. Citizens actively shape projects through feedback and pilot programs, turning Amsterdam into a living lab. The result? Cleaner streets, smarter logistics, and a city that feels intuitive and effortless to navigate, where innovation is woven into daily life, and even visitors notice how surprisingly smooth and eco-friendly the town feels. Amsterdam's canals carry more cargo with fewer trucks, but imagine a city where the government itself moves into the metaverse. Number 1. Seoul, South Korea. What if you could visit City Hall without leaving your couch? In Seoul, the Metaverse Seoul platform saved citizens 2.3 million hours in 2024 alone, letting people handle taxes, attend meetings, and access city services virtually. AI-powered sensors prevent floods, improve waste collection, and boost safety, while the Smart Seoul data platform connects departments for instant decision-making. Public services are accessible in both real and virtual spaces, with predictive alerts for emergencies and personalized urban insights. Technology here doesn't just impress, it tangibly improves lives, cutting commuting time, preventing disasters, and making the city feel responsive in ways most metropolises only promise. For locals and tourists alike, Seoul is where everyday life meets futuristic convenience seamlessly. From streets that think for themselves to entire cities you can explore virtually, technology is reshaping urban life in ways most of us only dream about. Which of these futuristic cities would you want to visit first? Drop your pick in the comments and let us know where you'd start your adventure.